Fall is here, as you've probably noticed, with those cooler temperatures we've had the last few days. And here with some ideas to bring your autumn into your home is lifestyle blogger Ashley Rose. Ashley, thank you so much for coming to Houston Life.
Thanks for having me.
Now, I've seen your blog before, and I'm a huge fan of yours. In fact, over the weekend, I think the paint people at Home Depot thought I was nuts. I came so many times. You're here to show us some very simple and quick things that we can do to make our homes a little more festive and sparkly.
Yeah, especially for the holidays. A lot of these DIY projects are holiday oriented, kind of with the season change, sticking with the fall theme. So we have a few different ones.
Okay, perfect. And is this stuff that people can see on Sugar and Cloth, by the way?
Yeah, all the projects are on Sugar and Cloth, so just search the archives.
Fantastic. Okay, so starting off with the sequin polka dot pumpkin idea.
Yeah.
These are not real pumpkins, folks. I'm not sure if you can tell at home. They are plastic. Where did you find these?
I actually just got them at Hobby Lobby. It's kind of nice to, you can do them with real pumpkins, ceramic, plastic. I like the plastic because it's a little more durable. And the project itself is really simple, but it does take a little bit of time to make, so it's nice that it like lasts for more than just 1 year.
Oh, that's true. You could put it away on a shelf. So I'm going to spin this around just to this side. I see this tacky glue that you've got.
So all you need is tacky glue. You can kind of see half of it's undone. And literally all you're doing is gluing really inexpensive sequins from the craft store on in a circular motion. That's going to keep you busy for quite a few hours.
Oh my gosh, I was going to say I could be at this all day long.
It's good for the kids too because it's a really, it's a product that's simple to make on an afternoon. They can keep it from year on.
Now what's the, I just sort of didn't take any instruction from you and started doing this. So is there a trick to doing this?
If you put the just a small dab of craft glue on the flat side of the sequin,
on the flat side,
it's easiest, yeah.
Okay.
And then you'll stick it in just a circular motion, and you'll kind of overlap them to where it gives it like a really full three-dimensional effect. So you can kind of see like how it catches the light. They do stick out a little bit, but it's pretty resilient with weather and handling, and I made these last year and they've held up great.
Now, you are a fan of pumpkins, right? Because pumpkins really are sort of like a blank canvas. You can paint them, you can carve them if they're real, you can stick sequins on them. What are some of your favorite things to do with pumpkins?
Obviously, I like the kind of like a little bit more glam, holiday entertaining oriented style of pumpkins, so hence the sequin pumpkins. But I really think it's a cool idea to also make something like a centerpiece, which I know we made one last year. We carved it out, took out all of the inside and filled it with water and floral tape with flowers. Oh, that's cool. So it kind of creates like a really unique, kind of like nature-esque fall centerpiece.
Look how gorgeous this is. Now, I love also that this pumpkin, you chose a white pumpkin, because this is the type of thing I swear you would see in like a millionaire's home. It's elegant.
It's definitely not
There's a nice pop of color. It's really, really nice. So again, you just hollowed out that pumpkin and stuck some flowers in there.
Yeah, just carve it out, scoop it out, fill it with water. It will only last a few days. You know, it will start to seep. So it is something you kind of have to make right before your party.
The water will seep out?
Yeah, the water will seep out after time. Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, let's move on to these Carrara marble place cards. Now, this looks like a Carrara marble floor tile that you would get.
Yeah, it's almost too simple to even call a DIY because literally all you're doing is buying a sheet of tile from Home Depot, and you peel it off, and you can actually even see where the netting imprint, where it was stuck like on the 12 by 12 sheets.
Yeah.
So you just take them off, and these, you always have to get something that's like pretty thick so it'll stand up on its own, like this one.
Okay.
But all you need is like a sticker, and I chose to go with like this kind of three-dimensional look.
Oh, these are stickers.
I think it makes it look a little more elevated, yeah.
So this is the letter U, so if you have someone in your life whose first name begins with U. Actually, my friend Uma. Or uncle. Uncle Derek. Wow. So it's truly as simple as just peeling and sticking?
Yeah, and it's nice because you can reuse them, or like if you have a last minute guest, it takes literally 5 seconds to just kind of throw one together, and it's like you knew they were coming the whole time.
That is such a cool idea. And as you displayed it here on this plate, you could either display it standing up or
sitting down.
Yeah, just like that. Wow, and that would work for any type of tile, like ceramic tile,
yeah, you could do any shape.
Marble, any shape.
Yeah, I like the hexagon just because it's really trendy right now, so it's kind of a unique take, and it looks really expensive, even though you can actually make like 30 of them for under $5.
It's really beautiful, because yeah, a whole sheet of tiles is many times just a few bucks.
Yeah, so if you get a $5 sheet, you're good.
Okay, let's move on to this wreath. Now, I want to make sure everyone from home can see this. We think of DIY wreaths usually. My sisters actually make their own wreaths. They go to Michael's and they have, you know, a festival with the flowers there. But this is a really understated and elegant thing you've made here. Tell us about it.
Well, you know, the geometric gold objects, they're super trending right now as well. And they actually like make wreaths like this is like a very like kind of Scandinavian minimalist design, but they could get really pricey. So instead, we DIY'd this one just by taking a simple wreath frame that you would usually go buy and like embellish. We just took it, spray painted it metallic gold with an outdoor paint, so that way it'll stay up to the weather. And then you just kind of grab your own faux florals if you have some at home, or if you're, whatever you choose from the craft store. I just got one garland of the green, broke it in half, and then you hot glue it on the back with like a faux flower. So it's literally just like the wires wrapped around and then glued in place.
And a dab of glue. Now, something like this in the stores would be kind of pricey, right?
Yeah.
How much was this to make?
The frame itself is $8, and then if you have the florals already, it's, you know, you can make it for under 10.
And the gold spray paint. It's like a Rust-Oleum or something that you use?
I guess I'm assuming everyone has that because we're craft supply hoarders. So I'm like, we got it all.
Just grab the gold spray paint out of the kitchen pantry.
I would say altogether, definitely less than 20.
That is so cool. All right, let's move on to this taper candle holder.
The taper candle, yeah, it's kind of nice because you can make it as big or as large as you want, like the one behind you was a really popular post that we did on the blog, but we are color lovers through and through, so we went wild and crazy with different color taper candles. But we made this kind of minimalist one that you could use for holidays, you know, birthdays. It's kind of like a cool, different take on the candle element, I think.
Well, this is such a statement piece too, because even though it's quite large, if you had a long dining table and you had a bunch of people over for like a Friendsgiving or a Thanksgiving, you could bust this bad boy out and really have not only a focal point, but a good talking point.
Yeah. And it's not hard to make. All you need is just a finished piece of wood that you can either buy at Home Depot or Lowe's. You can even get like the small pieces like this one at Hobby Lobby. And you need a spade drill bit, and you'll just drill into it sporadically and fill it with taper candles. And I even kind of like the idea of letting it run down over. I think it adds like a cool kind of like used element.
It's super cool. And so obviously you'd have to use the right drill bit to get this size.
Yeah, to make the circle. So, and there's surprisingly a million different sizes of taper candles, so making sure that they match up to the candles you're using is
critical to the equation.
To
now, so let's talk a little bit about your blog, Sugar and Cloth. You're a humble girl. You're not going to brag about all your followers, but you have more than 200,000 people following your blog?
Yeah, it's very surreal. It's kind of something I just stumbled into. I was going to college and didn't know what I wanted to do, and I ended up waiting tables, and I was like, what's going on in my life? How did I get from school to here? And it's kind of something I just started doing creatively, and it really blossomed.
And to learn how to recreate any of the projects you just saw, we also have Sugar and Cloth's link on our website, houstonlife.tv. And we'll be right back.